tackle Jordan Davis put his cape on, blocked the kick as the Rams tried for the final field goal, and returned it for a touchdown to seal the game. While the Eagles secured the win, star receiver A.J. Brown had some thoughts on their offense. Here's what he had to say.
I truly believe, man, we got so many good players on this team, and at times, you can feel like we're being conservative, and I don't think it should be like that. I think it should, let your killers do their thing, and play fast and play aggressive. I'm not saying that we haven't been, but me personally, that's what I would like.
Damian Woody joining the conversation this morning.
Killers.
He's like, look, they want to be aggressive, Cam. Any issue with what A.J. Brown had to say?
Absolutely not. This is one of, if not the most talented team, let's say in the NFC. Let's say, no, it's Baltimore. Look a little loaded. Okay, a baked potato over there, bro.
Hold on.
With chives, bacon bits, cheese, cheddar, mozzarella, pepper, and the salt.
What?
You dig? Paprika too.
Okay, all right.
But back to the Eagles. This is the thing that we've always known this to be. But I think one thing that we found out, hey, A.J. Brown, insert to the chat. Bro, he was a dog. Now, this is the most interesting stat. In the third quarter, the top of the third quarter, 5 for 9 for 20 yards. Do you know that? Jalen Hurts. You know what he finished with? 21 of 32 for 226 yards. And that right there just tells you, to A.J. Brown's point, it's like, yo, let's stop playing this conservative game. Let's stop playing as if we don't have dogs over here. You got Devontae Smith, you got A.J. Brown, you got your tight end, you got your running back, Saquon, you got your quarterback, you got an unbelievable defense that you can take a lot of risk here. So what are we saying here? There's times when you look at the Eagles' offensive selection and it's like, bro, you're acting like A.J. Brown ain't who A.J. Brown is. And that's what A.J. Brown is saying. And that's the thing. When you're watching the Philadelphia Eagles, they are the most physical, the most talented, athletic team, and they have the personnel to do so.
Damian, what did the Eagles prove with this comeback win against the Rams?
That they can beat you any way they want to. I think the biggest thing coming out of the game is, it seemed like when it comes to Jalen Hurts, we always try to qualify with something.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts, but something. Like, what's wrong with the passing game? We heard that the first 2 weeks. We heard the same thing last year. What's going on with the passing game with Jalen Hurts? Damn it, I forgot what the game was, but he came out there just scorched, went ham in the game. Then in the post game, he came out there and was like, y'all got any other questions? You got any other questions? That's basically what he did after this game.
Yeah.
We said, what's going on with the passing game? And then it comes out in the second half. He starts throwing the ball to A.J. Brown, starts throwing the ball all over the field, Devontae Adams, Dallas Goedert, okay? And once again, he has to go out there and show everybody that I'm still that guy, because what Jalen Hurts does, he's a winner. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles have won 17 straight football games. You know who it reminds me of?
Who?
The team that I played for.
Oh.
New England Patriots. Where they can just mix it up and beat you any way that you want. That's all Jalen Hurts does. That's all the Philadelphia Eagles does right now.
Stephen A., what did the Eagles prove with that win yesterday?
Listen, they can beat you any way they need to be. And I think the thing that's scary about them is that they're not in panic mode, and you're seeing a multitude of ways that they can take you out. Jalen Hurts wasn't doing anything in the first half. We know that after scoring on their first drive, they had like 4 consecutive 3-and-outs. They weren't doing anything. They were impotent offensively. A.J. Brown going out there being an absolute stud, telling you he is a man amongst boys, and then showed it, does make you rewind a little bit, or recoil a little bit, and look at it and say, wait a minute, in the 3 games this season, even with the 6 receptions for 109 yards yesterday, the brothers got 12 receptions for 144 yards in 3 games. That means the first 2 games, it was like 6 receptions for 38 yards. What's that about? It's A.J. Brown that we're talking about here. And he's talking about letting him cook. The coaching staff and everybody else. They got a bunch of playmakers on this squad. Y'all holding them back. I don't blame him for bringing that up, because when you get him the ball, they win. 2 3rd and 10 conversions between Jalen Hurts connecting to him shrugging tacklers off and extending yardages. I mean, this brother is special. No question about it. He's a Super Bowl champion. And when he got up in them last year, when he was showing that he was a bit cantankerous to some degree, what did they do? They turn around, they get him the ball, and Jalen Hurts comes out and says, is that what y'all looking for? Well, hell yes, that's exactly what they were looking for. The difference was last year, you had a guy in Saquon Barkley en route to rushing for over 2,000 yards. This year, he's been somewhat neutralized. He had 255 yards rushing in one game against the Rams last year, and another was 205 yards. Yesterday, he had about 46 yards rushing, okay? His long run was for 12 yards. They definitely aimed to key on him. So what do? They find a different way to beat you. They get the ball to A.J. Brown. Jalen Hurts gets accurate. Devontae Smith gets involved. Goddard gets open, and you hit him for a touchdown. And oh, by the way, defensively, when Jalen Hurts turned the ball over because he got sacked, he got popped, and the ball came loose, that was because Lane Johnson went out at right tackle. You got this cat, Matt Pride, coming in. He can't block anybody, okay? So they got to get him up out of there and then get Fred Johnson up in there. And then all of a sudden, those problems are alleviated. So the Eagles are just telling you that no matter what the situation is, they can figure it out. In-game adjustments, which is what coaching should be all about, and they could do whatever they got to do to make amends for it. The Rams are no joke. The Rams were coming. They came into that stadium fully confident that they could beat the Eagles and was doing it. But then the Eagles found a way, coming back from a 26-7 deficit and winning the game. You just can't say enough about what they do. They do what it takes. They do what it takes.
That 19-point lead was the largest blown lead by the Rams in a loss. But Cam, when you take a look at the big picture in the NFC, are the Rams the biggest threat to the Eagles?
Absolutely not. The biggest threat, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The biggest threat, Detroit Lions. The biggest threat, the Green Bay Packers. What does those teams have in common? They have the ability to generate offense. And this is not to say that the Los Angeles Rams do not have the capacity to, because they're still a threat. But when I'm looking at the stat line, it goes as follows: 10-7, 13-7, 16-7, 19-7, then 26-7. What is that telling you? Hey, we're in the red zone, but we're kicking field goals. We're in the red zone again, we're kicking another field goal. Hey, we're in the red zone again, we're kicking another field goal. When you have a guy or you have a team down that is as talented as the Philadelphia Eagles, you cannot kick field goals and expect to win. And granted, let's not overreact here. They're a blocked field goal away from people saying, okay, can they be beat, right? So let's just put that into perspective. But I'm disappointed in the fact that Coach McVay and the Los Angeles Rams, back with Matthew Stafford, did not have the ability to kind of push through when they were in red zone situations to score, because that's not gonna do it versus that type of team.
What teams did you say in the NFC?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Detroit Lions, and the Green Bay Packers, also with the Los Angeles Rams.
I'm not sure about Green Bay.
Hold on 1 second. Okay. Now, you just sat here and said, let's not overreact. Are you not overreacting from yesterday? Because the game that I saw, listen, Matthew Stafford didn't play a great game yesterday. If Matthew Stafford has a Matthew Stafford game, that game in the link yesterday could have been a blowout for the Rams in that game. So, listen, the Rams lost. I can give full credit to the Philadelphia Eagles. But the Rams are on the same block. What's Scarface? My block? The Rams are on the same block as the Philadelphia Eagles. You talk about the Lions that got smashed by the Packers, and then the Packers yesterday.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
We gonna get into it.
It's tough to start mixing and matching with.
Okay.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They run once more with McCaffrey. And now for a second time, he loses the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down. You have to be there to make up for it, and the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The Chiefs offense ready for their first possession. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. And he's going to have a 49ers first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
I like the element of surprise here, Mike. It seemed like everyone was so keyed elsewhere on the play that nobody even gave a thought to him potentially getting the run. Didn't take him long to see he was going to be able to clearly pick up that first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And he's got another one. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the second half. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Extra point up and good from Moody. And the 49ers are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Hardman now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Good.